My bad. I forgot to unmute my mic. What's up, guys? I'm Matt from BZB Gear. I'm one of the videographers here. Just to kind of we're deciding to do something a little bit different, and that's going to be, we're going to start a live stream. Specifically, we kind of had some requests coming out from NAB, just to kind of give a little bit more ground level topics and maybe some things to help expand some of our dealers or implementers' knowledge base. So one of the big things that we want to do with this live stream is kind of touch on some case studies and general topics. So when it comes to general topics, we're going to be covering tech trends, videography tips, lighting, stuff like just general video game streaming and whatnot, like how to get things dialed in. So we're going to be monitoring a whole lot of the general trends in tech. And then on top of that, we'll be going into dealer-oriented topics. So I know for some people, dealer-wise, there's always constantly new technology coming out, specifically with regards to streaming. NDI is another big one. A lot of people are looking at NDI. So kind of incorporating some of those systems in and broadening your horizon as to what you can take on for jobs. And then finally, like I mentioned earlier, case studies. So case studies with guests or clients. And the big thing that we want to do is discuss their experience with our solutions and maybe even get them a direct line to some of our more tech-minded people in order to maybe address issues that we didn't catch or implement things that might be really good features to include in like an update or new firmware or anything like that. So to kind of kick all this off, one of the big topics that we wanted to talk about, since it just happened not too long ago, was NAB show. So I think we had a fantastic NAB show. It was our first time as a manufacturer being at NAB. And in order to help me talk about this, we are going to go ahead and bring in some of my buddies. And that's going to be Mr. Florente and Joel. Florente is a videographer as well, and Joel is one of our main marketing guys. So what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hello. Hey. How's it going? It is going good.
How's it going?
NAB. It was the first show since 2019, and it was awesome to see and network with a bunch of our fans and kind of get people's feelings for our products. What was your guys' favorite part?
About the NAB show? For me, it was just a lot of the technology. It was good to just be able to walk around. I really like that setup in the front with the motorcycle. I don't know if you were there, but there was a motorcycle and a big arm with the camera. So that's how they shoot all those Mission Impossible shots in the movies, huh? That was pretty cool.
That was actually really cool. Mm-hmm. So what Flo's talking about is they basically had this giant set at the very beginning when you walked into the building at the the convention center in Las Vegas, and it's like a digital set. So like picture these things behind me, they're just these regular butcher paper, except it's a giant screen, and like there's stuff going on behind it, like you can see the road moving and like buildings and all this stuff, and there was just like a stationary bike in front of that, and you would like get on it, and there was this big boom arm, like a robotic boom arm that had a camera on it, and it would just move left, right, up, down. And as it was doing that, it would be like, look left and whatnot. And it's like basically taking this crazy chase scene and just producing it with nothing except for a person on a stationary bike and just a bunch of graphics behind them. It was really cool to see.
Yeah,
It reminded me of Tron. It really looked like the Tron, motorcycle bikes from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had remember they had the big fans. So when you're riding on the bike, especially if you have long, nice hair, or if you had a cape on, it'd be flowing in the back, and it's kind of like you're cruising down downtown or something.
Yeah,
that's how they do those Batman chase scenes on his bike, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, so speaking of which, actually, when I was walking around the floor, just kind of looking at some really cool stuff, there was a company that, and I forget the name of it, and I feel so bad for forgetting the name because now I'm going to talk about their product. But literally, so they had like I think they said it was about $15,000 product that they're putting on front of like cinema cameras, like these giant cinema cameras. And literally, it's basically a wind turbine. And like the idea is it like gets a bunch of air flowing through the turbine through some pipes, and then on the front of the lens there's like a little thing, and it's just blowing air, and because it's like a turbine and it's blowing so much air at like a high pressure, it's literally keeping everything off the lens. And so I guess they use that on the newest Batman movie in order to keep like all the water off the lens. So it was kind of really cool to see that.
Yeah, there was a lot of cool things to see. So I walked the show floor too. So there's a lot of nice setups. Some of the larger booths had their production studio set up in it. That was really cool to see, just to see the behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Like Sony had a very nice, they're always coming, big, showing out big at these shows. But I don't know. I like the whole the setup they had. It was all dark in there. Kind of like a theater, and then everything was just kind of spotlighted on the products on the wall. They had live live actors. Remember there? So they had. I was like, it must be hard because I mean they had these actors or models, sitting down just reading a book, and then I guess it's to get the live action takes and with their broadcast cameras or. I don't know, and then super close ups, and I was wondering, are they actually are they actually reading a book, or are they just blank pages? Are they just
I feel like if you were sitting there the whole time, you probably would have to read a book. It's a long day to be sitting there doing nothing.
One guy looked like he was doing homework, so I mean that could have been a plus for him. Like he's working at the same time he's trying to study. So
yeah. So speaking of really cool and exciting things, we had a few things to show off ourselves. I hear this little camera right here. The new BG Adamo might have actually done something pretty cool. I'm not sure. I mean, do you guys know anything about that?
Yeah, I think.
You got something there?
Yeah,
you got something there.
I think it won one of these. Actually, that? I do have one of these, right?
What does that say, Phil? What does that say?
That is the NAB Show Product of the Year 2022.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Is that the only thing that we got?
No, you know what? I'll up you one, and I have.
Oh shoot, dude! Video Maker Best of NAB 2022 as well.
Yeah, so we got the Video Maker Best of NAB and the NAB Show Product of the Year, both for their camera categories. We were able to pry these two awards away from from the boss, for the shoot, because he's been sleeping. It's been sleeping next to him this whole time. We had to borrow it, for a bit. I was like, borrow it for the live stream. But no, yeah, it's the whole team, worked so hard, endless hours, just trying to, working with our partners and trying to perfect this, the 4K at 60, through HDMI and S12G SDI connections. Tally has some cool tally lights, micro SDXC, 1 terabyte, card writer. So it's and the price point was I think starting at about $2,500. So Yeah, man. I mean, you can't beat that. All these features at that price point. So
Absolutely.
everybody's really excited right now.
Yeah,
And
this
we
thing
might be
definitely seemed to be turning quite a few heads, and you know, it sounds like we're tooting our horn. We are a little bit, and you're
we
probably
are a
going to
little
keep
bit.
hearing about it. So I'm sorry, but I'm telling you, if you haven't played around with this thing, you really owe it to yourself to maybe try and get around to a booth at some point, because I know we might be going and doing some other stuff
Hmm.
uh, around coming
Show
up.
It's okay
show
to.
do a close up of the back. Show the audience like the back ports.
Oh yeah, let's
So
talk about this camera. Why did
we've
we
got
win
our
this award?
12G SDI right there, the HDMI, USB 3.0 and 2.0. You've got your audio in, your RS-232, 422. You've got a ton of options with this camera. You've got a micro SD slot to record directly to it, and your LAN port for NDI. So that was one of the things that I was doing at NAB specifically. Speaking of NDI, is talking a whole lot to people about
Yeah,
NDI at the
we're
NDI booth. But
that's
this
right.
bad boy is NDI HX3. So you're getting about 80 megabits per second through NDI. So all of those connections, all of those outputs, you can run simultaneously. So it's pretty sick.
Nice. Yeah, Matt was
Yeah,
at the NDI booth, and there was a lot of vendors there, and to be one of the vendors. And you know what? I know we were tooting our own horn a little bit, but we should be proud. It was our first show as a manufacturer to show up with our own booth, and it was our first show, NAB show, and to come home with these awards. We're very ecstatic. So you know, it's okay. I
yeah.
say, you know, toot our horn a little bit, but you know, I know we have a plenty more work to do ahead. So
Absolutely.
it's exciting times for us.
Yeah, speaking of work ahead of us, I mean, I hear that once we got back home, that there was a little bit more to do after that, you know, as far as going to another trade show is concerned.
Oh, that's right. We actually went to a local trade show in Oakland. It was the Construction Innovation Expo 2022. Shorter.
Here at BZB Gear, we like to bridge that gap.
Although they know it's a popular and trending industry right now, a lot of companies are looking to do more live streaming, live events, and setting up AV products with broadcast cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that we are currently doing now is letting these integrators and installers know that you know it's easy. It's not so overwhelming at first. It may seem like it, but as a company, BZB Gear, when we talk about bridging the gap when it comes to AV, because here at BZB Gear, we've got about 17 years experience in the AV industry before we got into broadcast, and so we have heard a lot of these obstacles and challenges from AV guys, and you know what? It's easier. It's actually not that hard. And one of the main things that we're doing now is to continue to show resources for our dealers, integrators, and we're also going to be doing these live streams as a way to train our distributors and integrators in setting up pro AV products with broadcast cameras, PTZ cameras. Maybe you might want the Damo set up with a matrix switch or somehow, or to a video production switch. It's you know, it may seem overwhelming, but those are the things that we are going to be showing on our channel, BZB TV. So make sure you subscribe to our channel also, because again, we'll be doing more live streams, more content, more tutorials, and just resources for our clients, our customers, our integrators and dealers to be able to feel comfortable with our products.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and special shout out to Profit Line Distributing,
Oh
Johnny.
yes.
He, we worked with him. He was with us at the booth. So, thank him for his time and our partners.
Yeah, I met Johnny, really cool guy, and
Hmm
we anticipate working with him in the future with these trainings and with Profit Line AV. You can also buy BZB gear products from Profit Line Distributing, so check them out.
And since we're talking about continuing on with the whole trade show thing here, what else is at their CI Expo that we just did? What's coming up?
There was actually another smaller trade show was around the Sacramento area, I believe. That was the LVX Marketing Vendor Showcase. So so it was a one-day event there, just open to not really to the public, but it was just open to like integrators. We spent a day there, and they met great people and networked. We were able to promote our solutions there as well, and it was good turnout.
And just to touch on these smaller trade shows that we're attending, we will be attending many more smaller trade shows, even if they're not open to public. And it's a way for us to really talk with our partners and just finding out more when it comes to AV and broadcast, because there is, this industry is growing, it's bridging, and a lot of people are coming up to us with questions. And again, it's another reason why we're starting to do more live streams, because we really want to be able to interact with not just with our clients and our partners, but people that are watching out there. If you have questions, we would definitely want you to just let us know. We'll be having not just us, but we will have more guests, more technical, smarter people than I am, that are much more knowledgeable, and we'll be presenting that in the future. So hopefully you guys all stay tuned. We'll, with our live streams, because again, we're going to be bringing brilliant minds to our channel here, and we're pretty excited for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of excitement and hype, the hype train does not end, because we are about to be going to Infocom. So coming up here pretty soon, you can catch us again. Where is it again? It's Vegas again, isn't it?
We're going back.
Yeah, it is the exact same place. Deja vu, man. We're going back to the same Las Vegas Convention Center. You can catch us at the West Exhibit Hall, W873. And for all you BZB Gear fans out there, we have a guest pass code for free entry. The code is BZB771. So when you go and register, you're gonna get your tickets. Just type in that. I gotta pick up the kids. Guest pass. Oh, so the guest. Yeah. So when you register, just enter that guest pass code, and you will get free tickets.
All right. Sounds
come
fantastic.
on by.
So
Infocom. So it's so obviously NAB show is broadcasting oriented, and Infocom is more the pro AV audiovisual side. So we will still be showing off our award-winning. That sounds good, guys. The award-winning Adamo. So we'll show that off over there. A few of our broadcasting stuff, but we're gonna be obviously on display. Majority of our pro AV side of our company.
Yeah, so, we did not bring everything at NAB.
What was that?
No, I was saying we didn't bring our whole arsenal at NAB. We've got more solutions.
So for those of you that weren't able to actually join us at NAB, this is a great, or actually, let me rephrase that. For those of you that were able to join us at NAB, you should be coming to Infocom too, because we're going to have completely different stuff for you to see. So, just kind of throwing that out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, got those free guest passes. So we're excited to be there. We're going to bring the energy as we always do, and hopefully we'll be able to meet some of you out there and just move forward with BZB Gear.
Yeah. Oh, also for NAB, we had a great results from and a lot of participants for our giveaway. We had a
Oh, that's
giveaway where
right.
we were given, one of our PTZ cameras. Second place was a webcam. Third place was capture card, HDMI capture card. So for Infocom, yeah. So I mean, you guys, visit us at our booth. We're gonna have a new giveaway, new prizes. Multiple winners per day. So yes, so hope to see you guys in Vegas. Then afterwards, you get to see Celine Dion or David Copperfield.
Oh
I've
yeah,
been
don't we have a day
wanting to
with
see
Celine?
David Copperfield. Um, so yeah, there's a lot to do in Vegas. So one of your stops got to be the Las Vegas Convention Center, West Exhibit Hall, W873. Guest code
Definitely.
BZB 771.
That should be an easy one to remember. Just should have been just BZB 777. That'd
There you
have been
go.
a good guest passcode. But yeah, we're hyped, and I'm definitely ready to get back out there and hit the tables.
Yeah. Oh, see, I mean, if you see behind me, we're actually we got our booth here. We're gonna have to tear it down, and then we're gonna bring it to Infocom. So, but yeah, we're just preparing. It's getting hectic again. Right after NAB, I thought things were gonna, you'd assume everything calmed down, but no, we're right back on that horse, and
We're on that train.
keeping
yeah,
the nose to the grindstone.
yeah, yeah.
All
Got to
right. Well,
chew.
I think that covers about everything that we wanted to hit today. So if there's not any questions, which I don't believe there are in the live stream, we'll go ahead and end it there. And this is going to be something that we're going to be looking to do probably about bi-monthly coming up here pretty soon. So just keep looking out for these, and we'll go ahead and start putting out some posts, kind of letting you guys know that we're going to be streaming on what the date is and what we're going to be covering that day. So thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you guys next time.